Alrighty, my goal here for this White Orchard, finally, I think I'm getting to the threshold where I can actually throw down a sub 10 White Orchard. What's up, Swish? How you doing? Long time no see.
Faster.
Eating pineapple? I didn't even know you had pineapple in Australia.
Black one's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure.
More. There are 4 factions.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was super good. I've never taken down those guys that quickly.
Roach.
That was glorious. There you go.
Roach.
Getting stuck in the wall. As Roach does. Here we're gonna hop off the horse and dive into the water. We're gonna grab some buckthorn that we'll be using a little later to bait the griffin out that's been terrorizing the town. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to stop by or ride to the Nilfgaard's little fortress that got built up to the north. And sneak in a back way, which you're kind of not supposed to be able to do.
Magic. A place of power.
Hopefully, okay. If you get unlucky, the wolves that are in the area will aggro on you, and you can't draw before you can kill them. So we're gonna ride this way and take a back way. There's some obstacles or some pieces of geometry sticking out from the fence that we're gonna try and climb up to skip a bunch of story and get up here quickly. If Garrett will get out of combat. We're in combat right now. Okay, we're in back. When you're in combat, you can't jump. Okay, that's good. See if we can make this last jump. Perfect. Definitely not intended. What did I PB at yesterday? I didn't. My run died. Which is why I'm running again. Hey, what's up, Venom?
Greetings. Hey now.
Okay, use the sign.
Should I aid you?
There you go. How did I manage this? I mean, technically I probably could have backed up and still finished, but I didn't want to. I forgot to talk to a dude that would have made all the guys that I was going to drunk so that I wouldn't have had to fight anybody.
Yes.
And I forgot to talk to him, so I had to fight them all, and I couldn't do it. Oh, come on. Why isn't X calling Roach? For some reason, I couldn't call Roach. Oh gosh, that stinks. My map is weird because I
Whoa there, Roach.
got thrown off because I know where I'm going, but I got thrown off because I had to go a weird way to get Roach, and I'm used to certain landmarks to use to figure out how to get up here.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
The layout is pure motivation. The layout is beautiful. I freaking love it.
His nest. What remains of it, at least. Done on okay. Should talk to Vesemir.
Roach! Roach! Don't be up there.
That's it, Roach.
The layout? Swishface made it for me. He makes most of my layouts.
Decently. That is what you spoke about. We have much work to do here. Quite field is that the other side of the river. By the wood? Yes.
I still have never been able to get Vesemir to teleport to the right place. I haven't really spent much time looking into exactly where to jump off, but so I'm not too worried about it yet. One of these days I'll figure it out. But while we're here, what's up, Camrock? Seriously, 2 times the action.
A stream.
Here, sit.
Watch out!
Not good.
Damn! It's fast!
Oh gosh. Are you already flying off?
Don't let it get
Oh
away.
wow, I already got it low enough. Cool. I didn't know if I'd gotten it to the threshold yet. See if I can get a shot at him before I actually dismount. No, you always buck me off.
It's about to die.
Oh, I missed. Get out of here. Pick up that blow ball. It's weird for you to say yesterday, but that was just this morning. Yeah, this morning, that last time that Griffin fight went terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and swap to Igni in preparation for this next fight. It's not much of a fight. You get into a fight with a bunch of the people at the pub. They don't like you. The Witchers. Yeah, Swish in Australia. Swish, I'll have you know that Lady Perfect has been encouraging me more and more to make sure to try and get to your wedding. She really wants me to go.
bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his
Don't
lover,
like that.
Yor, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
You can't watch Twitch anymore, or you mean like at your job?
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests.
But hey, getting a new job is
The
always a
Emperor
good thing.
might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with
To
respect.
disable specific websites. I guess you can just... Sometimes what I do is, depending on my situation, I just have, like, sometimes I'm, like, not technically at my
Only
desk.
If the gentleman pleases, please keep
So I'll just, like, have
There
Twitch
are
on my
many
phone.
honorable guests in the palace whom the
And I'm
gentleman
not really watching it, I just
discussed.
listen to
Need
it
not
while I'm
bother.
doing something else. Not to, like, hide that I'm watching it. Nobody cares that I'm watching it at my work. But
Past noon.
sometimes I just want it on the background. I don't even want it on any of my screens. Because I'm trying to focus, but I still want the background sound. I just pop in every once in a while to comment on the music. That's all I do. I know I'm not taking the fastest route to get here, but the door's locked. And unless you hang near the Chamberlain and follow his route, he won't unlock it. So you can actually get to this door faster.
Gentleman is done. He should stop.
But if you get too far ahead of him, he stops moving. And he won't unlock the door for you. So Yennefer teleports out of here with her fancy magic stuff. We gotta go the old-fashioned way.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command, and Yennefer's...
I also gotta remember to equip all the Nilfgaardian stuff back on right here. So I have light armor, so I deal more damage. So let's get past that. Equip, or disable tutorials. And then equip this stuff again.
Giddy up.
Onto Heatherton. To regain a little bit of stamina. Whoop. Hey, what's up, Primus? How you doing? Regain some more stamina. Wait to turn off until the last minute so we can gain as much stamina as possible so we don't have to turn off the gallop.
Strangers!
And I think we want this path. Oh gosh, Primus, I always forget that you're a day 9 sub. Love your emotes. We want to go right and then left. Any day 9 sub is welcome where I'm at. A no video option? I don't know. I doubt it. There's probably... Actually, I don't know. It does on the phone? Really? I didn't realize that.
strange. Like dropping into a deep cellar on a hot
So we need
day.
to equip the bombs again. And then put them on. And then, hello dogs.
Be gone.
Tell me what happened. Nope, farewell. Really, you can do audio only.
Shit.
Whoops, I meant 3. Woo! That unlocks this little compartment so I can read the book. Is Swish gonna stream his wedding? If he doesn't, I will. Just taking that vial from the ladder. Okay, on to the Baron's place. We're not going to go in the front door. We have to take a back way in. And the way we're going to do it is there's like an underwater cave. Okay, I see the cliff. Just don't go towards it. Make it a social eating stream. So really, there's some enemies in this cave that we could fight, but like most cases, whenever we don't have to fight an enemy, we're not going to. So we're just gonna immediately come up this makeshift stairs right here.
Light. I must be close.
And then go up the ladder if I can figure out how to use it. And then we get a little cutscene about Ciri. That's what we're doing anyway, trying to find her.
Sense of beasts.
That was close. Let's leave this place.
Ciri is super powerful. There's like 0 chance of her dying anywhere in this little sequence. So for the most part, our way of fighting these enemies is not to deal or be safe or anything. It's solely to kill like wolves as fast as possible. Taking damage is meaningless.
Wolves! Quick! Hide!
Yeah, we play on the easiest difficulty. And even with the easiest difficulty, there's a few bosses that are extremely tricky. One boss in particular I'm the most common to die at. Oops. Chest. Oh wait, no, it's the leg. Oh yeah. This way. This isn't right. I've never gone this way before. Disappointed. Wait, that was right. What the heck? Why didn't it look right? I could have sworn it looked differently than normal. Death March runs? I don't even know if I know what Death March runs are.
Do parents often send their children out to follow suit?
Come out! You cut him up bad! The Wolf King will be angry.
I've been absolutely loving playing this game again.
You lead.
And I'm thinking of, once I finish speedrunning this game, I'm going to play it casually on the hardest difficulty. Again. Yeah, you say every single game is better on the hardest difficulty, regardless of what it is.
Animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's womb on the other side of the wall? Is she in there?
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Bedchamber. Tamara's room is there.
Walls a different color.
Try not to
Something
make
used to hang here.
For their return, I want
That
everything
painting?
to be as they left it.
Right size. Huh. Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Tucson. Yeah. Everloose. Scent hasn't died.
Wonder where it'll lead me. I bet it's right here.
Damn. Trail breaks off. Could find something else, though. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what?
Poking around.
We're gonna take a little bit of a shortcut out of the town. Get stuck in random obstacles. I think I get stuck on that log like every single time. Come on, Roach. Where are you at? Way over there. That doesn't work. Eh. Roach, I want you to be... What are my stream video settings? I don't know. 3,000, 4,000 kilobits per second? 720p? Something like that. There you go. Why is it good or bad? Probably bad.
He gets angry. He's always drinking.
I could raise my bitrate probably, but just in case I don't have encoding options. I mean, I have gigabit internet. My computer can handle it just fine, but you know, whatever.
Gotta wonder about a manic.
Does it seem like I have a bitrate issue? I'm not too worried about it. I'll figure it out later. Oh.
There you are.
Come on, little princess.
Come on, let's go see the Beller. Come on, damn it. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries?
Okay, you stay here.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? This way, you're
Bear!
close.
Bear! Why'd you put the sword away?
Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid...
Ah, the hell'd you go? Do I really
Come
have
along.
to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
The reason I went out of my way to kill the bear is if you just go normally, the goat will eventually just turn around and wander over to the bear anyway. So it's faster just go kill it and then bring him along.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Whoa! Why didn't you... Are you coming? Come on. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Princess, flee not.
So I got botchling skip first try last run. It'd be wonderful to do that again.
Move it!
I'm ready for a swish.
Lightning strike.
What are you doing down in the water, little guy? Ha ha ha!
Come on.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to say that. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
You!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Ah, come on. 8 minutes up? What? Your run is 8 minutes faster than this already? That's okay. This is only my third run ever.
Did you give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Oh, you're saying I'm 8 minutes ahead? No, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. Oh my gosh, first try again. It's like I know what I'm doing. Didn't botch it. Feels good, man. I remember in one of my practice runs, I was like, just in case I don't, remember I do screw it up, I'm gonna see how bad this fight is. It is brutal. That fight is not easy. I mean, it's not impossible at this level, but it's still tough. Have I tried without the bomb? I have not tried it without the bomb. Or you mean just doing it normally?
White wolf.
Is there a way to get the skip without using a grape shot bomb? If that's the case, then I'm not aware of what
We got
that
a long
is.
way to go.
Nah, it's not far. Through the village, then the wood, and there we will be.
All this the Baron's land?
It is now. 'Twere not before.
So who'd it belong to?
To the Lord. Serad, they called him. An
He has
evil
full resistance to
man.
quick attack, so you just spam strong
Vile.
attack plus Igni if you...
Cared not a lick
Oh,
for
interesting.
common folk.
So it's still faster to do it without,
When the Black
to do
Ones
the skip
came,
with the
the
bomb,
Lord
but you're
to the
saying if
tower
you
on
have to,
fight
if you
high.
can fight it.
The invaders set the fields afire, and a great hunger
Bomb's an old
descended
strap.
on us all, while the Lord in abundance wallowed there in the tower of
I gotta watch
Ice.
some of y'all's
The
newfangled
old
runs.
gods, in their ire, upon him visited a punishment. A plague of rodents swarmed the isle. At first, they ate all
Nilfgaardians hit us pretty hard.
like the poor here, where the mighty concern themselves with the poor. The invaders will be punished. That's sure. Perchance they've already been.
How's that?
Pestilence grips their camp and will devour them all, as the mice devoured the Lord's court.
Is doing the skip without a bomb like faster, or easier or something? Because if it's faster but not easier, then I'll just stick with using the bomb. I feel like I'm already pretty inconsistent at it. I'll just stick with that for now.
Nearly there.
What is this place?
The Wolven Glade.
Nice name. White Wolf should feel right at home.
The White Wolf. Aye, good balance. For terrible things happened here of yore. To this day, none dare mention the name aloud.
So here,
The fires.
the only objective is to keep the fires lit.
Nothing break the
A
circle.
bunch of wraiths will show up. There's no advantage to killing the wraiths or anything. So we're just gonna
Damn it.
hover around
Supposed to keep
the
the fires
middle
lit.
flame. Whenever one of the flames goes out, put it back up,
See them bound.
and keep
Blood
ignoring the wraiths.
calls. I'm leaving fitting. Tamara's coming with me. I see your face, swollen, pulsing. Blood, dark upon a pale visage. A drop trickles over bright gold. I am a fist.
I feel like I'm getting decently good with the bomb one. I'll just stick with that one for now.
The white man,
Imagine the difference is no more than like
blood.
a few seconds at most, so I'll just stick with this. I imagine there's way better time saves that I could focus on right now.
I see the blood of her.
The biggest of which being figure out what on earth I need to be doing.
Blood summons me. A thick flow upon skin, dark blood upon a light stone. I am the unnamed. I am blood immersed in blood. I am dead.
Oh, another one went out? Oh, come on. Hey ya! Oh, don't mind me just running into a rock. Yeah, but meditating's quick. I have to meditate all the time anyway because I'm bad at fighting. And if you do the whole NDE and Q thing, you can meditate in like a matter of like 2 seconds. For like the first 10 runs of any game, my main focus is just getting better at knowing what to do and not having to reference notes. I'll figure out all the detailed stuff as I get better at just the basics. This is like my 15th game to pick up as a speedrun. I've got the whole thing pretty down to an art at this point. At least for me, how I approach speedruns.
Slow now. Whoa.
Let's see if I can get to this next town without having to open up the map and put a marker. Look at that, I got there. Whoop. This one I do need to put a marker because I'm still a little lost without it. What are you doing? This is a really bad place for you to be in.
Faster.
Okay. We're going right there. Oh no, I forgot to jump off the horse. Don't look at me. I did it right, I promise.
Anyone home? Now, where's she run off to? Well.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy. Greetings, Witcher.
Let's get Igni, and I guess I need to get my bombs ready.
Not sure I like any of this.
Make sure I have stamina entering this little area. Ah, every time.
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate
Get up there.
rats. Thank you.
You that afraid of?
Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this Wraith, because every time I don't, I get stuck into the fight,
I wonder how long ago that
and I just sit there waiting at the cliff for him to die.
It's toxic.
I hardly need instructions.
Oh, he went way over there, though. Let's go for it.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
Maybe. Maybe. Took long enough.
It's rather similar to that other killer with the projection.
Avalach. Whee! I actually don't know if you have to check the symbol for sure. I think you do, but I'm not positive.
Kelpie, another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Look, they're opening.
God.
Well, now I know what distorted my effort.
I think that's a
Swallow.
swallow.
Come.
Sure it's safe.
glad. It's grown awfully quiet. I've a bad feeling about this.
We're doing a very bad job at dodging his attacks. Oh my gosh! I've never died to that golem before. In all my practice, never died to it before. Hopefully the checkpoint's pretty close. Oops. How's everybody doing? We're having a great evening. Yeah, that's where I figured it would put me.
Awfully quiet.
Not a big deal.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm. I've a bad feeling about it.
Just one.
Oh, it's that attack that he does where he just like charges forward. That's brutal. Still save time. That's disgusting.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
Mike, once you finally find Siri, what will you do? Gavella.
Wild Hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Froze him before.
Oh, does
he
Earden
could
work
attack.
on the golem? I didn't know that.
Glory and annoy! Ready. Stay close. Hey, Nicola!
Yay, Nicola!
Want me to go?
Oh, I almost knocked her over.
I just think we might make it. Hey, Nicola! Angal stamina.
Just one more.
Hey, Nicola! Angal stamina. It worked. Glory and annoy.
Kira.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
He awaits
See how this fight goes. Ooh, I killed him like one hit. That was sick.
He's opening a passage.
Stay calm.
I have it in the background of Life Split set to like a lime green, and then I chroma key it out. And then I adjust my split colors and everything so that it works well. Like, I don't have a gold split, per se. I just adjust the colors so they show up well in the layout. Stop attacking that dude. Easy peasy.
Are you well and whole?
I'm here.
Unnecessarily.
There has to be a better way than to chroma key it out. I don't think there is.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Why do we even come?
So if I drag my splits over, lime green.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Gavella Glan.
Pardon me.
He must have left it somewhere here.
Something here. Where's that artifact character? There's something here. Need to use that.
That's it, Roach.
Yeah, chroma keying stuff out is not uncommon. It works super well with Life Split. Okay, let's not take like 5 attempts to get the bottle out of the nest this time. Had to load so many times. It was kind of embarrassing.
Go.
Yeah, you could do the black or something like that, but oh, I'm going the wrong way.
What's your business? Bloody Baron know you're here?
Then you just have to change the way like the color of the numbers,
Hit mushrooms yesterday.
which really depends on preference. Green is just most common just because it's a very unusual color and not really used much in other stuff. So it's usually a pretty safe color to chroma key out. The color on Light Split's still there, it just removes it on OBS and how it appears. I think this is the right way. We'll find out. supposed to go down there though. Okay, we're leaving. See you, Wyvern. I'll run. I'm so bad at navigating to this town. Leave me alone. No, it's whatever you chroma key is specific to the object that you're manipulating. So you can chroma keying out something from the game would be separate from chroma keying out something from Live Split. That was a sick jump. Okay, you're up the hill. I don't want to go up the hill. You're gonna make me, aren't you?
So you're that white one.
Faster.
So yeah, it's what you're chroma keying out is per source, not globally.
Oh, you're fucked. Don't let him catch his breath.
Yeah, that's something I'm still weak at. Where to go without having to open the map. It's just something that'll come over time. I have to jump off for the cutscene anyway. This is only my third ever run attempt of this game. I feel like I'm at a decent point, considering how much time I've invested. Ah!
Why don't you want to talk?
Have some candy. Horse is way over there, I'll just run. Come here, Mrs. Hag.
Small footprint.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Johnny's been through here.
I'm just going based on the Google Doc guide that was on the resources page, or the guides page of the game. Wait, where's his lair? It's right here, isn't it? It's supposed to be right here. Where is it? I had this happen last time, too. Is this enough that I can just go now?
Tracks lead to a burrow.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's inside?
I like how you can see the place of power at the top of that mountain up there.
Watch out.
So you don't actually... The only reason we kill these things is because it prevents Johnny from coming the rest of the way to this nest. Alright, let's see if we can actually get this time. Oop. Okay, I'm out of here. That was much better. So you don't actually have to stick with Johnny here, you just kind of run up ahead, and whenever enemies appear, you just kill them and then keep going. But this is the only enemy pack. Yeah, it very well may be old, but it was a good enough resource to get one. Yeah, I mean, that's what we'll have to do. Start looking at the other runs to figure out some more detailed stuff. I mean, a guide can only get you so far. All the detailed stuff, the intricate stuff that people do, it's all going to be ingrained in people's routes that it's hard to really type up sometimes. Lots of little tiny strategies that people do.
Lazy, not at all.
I think I was supposed to call Roach before I went in. It's okay. Are you stuck in the trees? You're not. Okay, keep going. You're okay.
And down you go. Be gone. It's gotta be. Be gone. The powers that will act.
I think it's a little safe because I'm pretty low on health. Oh gosh. Okay, we're fine. Whoa! What the? The werewolf body like flew into the air.
Who are you?
Oh gosh, where's his remains? Oh, it's over here. Okay.
Be gone. Come no closer.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check it out.
Whence you come.
Anyone who's good at the game and actively doing runs is probably something I should be watching. I'll have to make sure to give you a follow so I can catch it.
The powers that protect me. They sense whence you come. Why?
Yeah, anyone who's running a semi-current route is something I want to watch.
handy.
I love those early runs where you get ahead of splits super fast.
Let's go.
Okay, I think I would have turned at this point. Oh, I took the wrong path, that's why. This works though. I'll get there. Huh! Okay, I don't want to deal with running into the hill and stuff. Oh, I do want to be on the side. Whoop. 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 Whoop.
Halt, or we'll shoot.
Okay. You can pretty much ignore all these guys through here. And they forget you existed the moment you pass them.
Ah, damn the bugger. The patrols will track him down.
One more marker because I don't know which way to go. We're going right there. Just stay on the road because it's more or less going which direction we want to go, so we can just keep our stamina up. We'll deviate right here. Isn't there like a big Wraith quest? If you're like as a side quest through here? I think there is. I forget what kind of Wraith it is. First thing we want both of these gates as teleport locations, or fast travel, whatever you want to call it. So there's port side. There's Roach getting caught on nothing. Go ahead and hop off. Whee! And these, this cache has a bunch of good stuff in it that we want. I have to lower my notes. It's been so long. I'm already finding myself referencing the notes less and less as I play, which is awesome. And that's a lot of times where the big time saves comes, where you just don't have to look. Okay, first thing we're gonna go is to go to Hierarch Square and start a little side quest, I guess it's a main quest, to find Triss. You find her pretty quickly.
Oh, God.
Oh! Oh!
Round to the execution. There to burn a beast.
Where's my next split? That's what I'm talking to Corinne at the Golden Sturgeon.
Pestilence that changes.
Sure hope Doo-Doo hasn't met the same fate.
I love that his name is Doo-Doo. Doo-Doo the Doppler. So we need to find the King of the Beggars, and the fastest way to find out where they're located is just by talking to this guy up here.
What's he doing here? Arms for the...
Oh, he's a war veteran. Spare me, crap.
I forget where I was at my run earlier today. How I was doing against my splits. Imagine I'm about the same, maybe a little faster. I'm not sure. Even though I died to the golem. Embarrassing.
About time we met.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
Which way are you going? You go this way, right? Oh, I had it wrong. Yeah, I was like 30 minutes ahead at that point. But that's a ways from me, a ways from now. Yeah, I forgot to talk to Zoltan and didn't want to deal with that fight, so I just called it. So bad.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
What am I getting caught on?
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Rad of its ravages. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire.
Another little thing I found from watching someone's run recently was jumping up on this bridge. So instead of going up the ladder, you just jump up the bridge. I don't remember who I was watching, but it was some run. I was like, oh, cool. Something that wasn't called out in any notes. Just little things like that you start picking up on.
Find the parcel?
So we just go.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on. 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
Get my grape shot bombs ready. So here we're just laying traps for some rats. Geralt's like, really, this is the kind of work you're doing these days, Triss?
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like.
And instead, we find out that Brandon is this dude that's hired us for this job is really trying to corner us and kill us for the reward.
I plugged every hole in there.
All right.
So then these guys pop up and toss a bomb, and they're all dead. And you're just like, oh, what's up, dudes? Fuck.
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Trap child. If not for...
Now we equip all the new gear that we got. Is that it? Really? Go ahead and swap over to Ard. That's what we'll need next.
Stop! Go away!
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. Lost blood! Don't spill it! Please!
So this whole storyline with this little sequence going on right now is the banker's outside, and he's like, hey, we want to take this house, but the house is haunted. And you come in here and find out, I mean, it's kind of haunted, but really it's just a dude playing tricks.
Strange stuff.
Well, a little like a...
Drawing shows it.
Is it a godling? I forget what exactly what it is. It might be a godling. That's just playing tricks. He's not really evil or anything. He just likes mischief.
Another master.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
So we're all done here, and we go talk to the banker, and we're just like, still haunted. Couldn't take care of it. It's like, ah, dang it. So now we're gonna meet that little girl, that lady that we found. She's a dreamer. She can help us dream for us to uncover stuff that we're looking for. And it's just another thing where I think we're looking for Doo-Doo right here. She helps us figure out where he is. Doo-Doo or Dandelion? I'm not sure. One of those two. Let me just ignite this candle. Don't mind me. Woohoo!
No glass tastes as sweet as stop staring, your jigsaw. All right. Good paper's dead.
Next split is Priscilla, and we first talked to her at the Kingfisher Inn. Run's going super solid so far. Pretty happy with this. So now we're gonna go meet up with Zoltan, who owns the Rosemary and Thyme. He's got a bunch of thugs in his place right now, though, so we're gonna go beat them all up and pick up Dandelion's diary and use that to start figuring out where he went, because we know he last had contact with Ciri. Or he's one person that did have contact with Ciri, rather. Oh gosh, I hate fist fights. It's like the worst part of the run. I'm so bad at them.
That's it, you're in for it.
Means me piece of war.
Yeah, almost like we never left Virgins.
Oops, I didn't even read it. So now we found out some of the girls that Dandelion has had contact with. Because Dandelion's missing, so now we need to use these girls as a way to figure out where on earth Dandelion is. What's up, Mike? Winning homework, nice.
Be gone, or I'll inform the hunters you're not you.
Are you back down in Texas now? I assume that's where you are based on the homework comment.
Would you...
Why do you realise what you've got yourself into?
So too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no... Grab a wooden one.
Nice.
Follow me.
Whee.
Damn it!
Ow.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well,
we're just gonna proceed to the next girl. Narrowing down, tracking down a dandelion little by little. Know a lot about horses. I love that comment. It's just like it's such obvious like small talk. Like I don't know what to say to you. Know a lot about horses. That's a better roach location. Still not good, but it works. Where is he? Oh, he's hiding in the trees.
Faster.
We don't have that far to go. It might have just been faster just to run. Just another dandelion girl right here.
I will get
Dandelion is quite the ladies' man.
Thank you.
Oh, whoops, I was supposed to do something else, I think. I was supposed to not pay them. Oh well. How much did I pay them? It's okay, I always have plenty of money after this. This is not a tight money route for me. I always have plenty. I have to... Well, does 411 work? Let's see if 411 works. I have to come in here at night. Let's see if 411 works. Nope. It's gotta be more night than that. Okay, what did I not do?
Even with the wall, they still
Forgot to talk to Zoltan. Every time. I did this last run too, where I forgot to come back into Zoltan.
We'll deal with the witches, then we'll go from
And again, it's 4:44 a.m. Like 2 hours later than I need it to be.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here.
Back again, Rivian.
He might hear you.
I'll miss a woman's touch. Novigrad, capital of the world.
So I want fast attack and precise blows. Hey, what's up, Brett? How you doing?
Anybody there?
You made this rope here. You're
I haven't been able to do a window capture for auto hotkey. I have to do a monitor capture so I can actually it shows up on the game feed. I'm not sure how to make it show up. Window capture doesn't work. Hey, dude, get out of my way. I'm way stronger than you.
Right, messed up.
I don't know, I tried for like 20 minutes to make it work and it didn't, so. What difficulty is this on? So this is on the very easiest difficulty. I'm a wimp. Dum. Just the story, but without the story.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew wide open. Pipes grilled too. Explosion crumpled it. These are traces of magic. More than this time spill over here. A bomb. Must have been one powerful blast. Not finding peace.
Or Geralt's just talking 9 times at once. Don't mind Geralt. And even though we do the easiest difficulty, it's still several bosses are not easy. Why are there 3 in here? Usually there's just 2.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like live oil. Caramel. Better be it down here.
I don't know, Geralt's just calmly talking to himself while rolling through a bunch of monsters.
Got a minute?
So we went out into the sewers and realized that some dude dropped a bomb from up in his place that blew up the wall so that he could get robbed. Found a little remnant piece of something, which pointed the fault at someone in particular. Now we're gonna go after that person after we make a little detour. Whoops, this way. How am I skipping the dialogue so quick? So, thank goodness, the community allows, or is a community allowed script that basically spams the spacebar for you, so you can get through cutscenes quicker. It's just like the whole turbo debate in like retro games and stuff. Just a nice way to remove button mashing. gonna fight on the stairs now. That's fun.
Beat you half to death. Hey. Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
So on to Henkel's place to figure out what's going on over there. See if I can do this navigation. This navigation is always still new to me. Then we go left, and then we turn right through here. Nope. We want to go this way. Nope. This way.
Bailiffs are hard. Best not cause any trouble here.
We're doing on time. I think we're gonna save time on this next split. Quite a bit, actually. Let's go ahead and get Ard ready so we can blow the door down.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. A letter. And a bottle. A wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But
We have to grab Dudu's note.
secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Dijkstra and Triss.
This is one of those few times where we're not taking a fast travel portal or anything, just running straight to the place. I love the sound, people. It's like one of the best parts of the game. Totally underappreciated. The sound people make when you bump into them.
Watch me instead.
I'm 17 minutes late. So close. You encountered Triss between midnight and 2 a.m. and I missed it by 17 minutes.
Learned all the easy to find witches already, and I could use a quickie.
That's crude.
Beware, freak.
So here, Triss is getting locked in the other room, getting tortured while you're getting information from Menge. Geralt is acting all hard, like he doesn't care. In my casual playthrough, I totally gave in and helped Triss. And Triss was like, what the heck? I got it, I had it handled. Geralt was like, oh, sorry.
Got a minute?
Now we're going back to the wheat fields, And we didn't die, so Roach should just still be chilling there by the signpost. Like a good boy. So we don't have to call him or anything. Oh, what did I just click? Hey, thanks for that host, Silverfire. How did I click that place? How you doing today? That's good to hear. Hey Silver, are you planning on going to Limit Break? I haven't looked at the submissions too closely or anything to see if you submitted or anything. I know you were there last year. Sick. It'd be good to see you there again. I guess that's what you're submitting, Final Fantasy 1 Rando. I'm going crazy this year with submissions. I'm actually submitting 5 games. I don't think I've ever done that before.
Take it easy.
Just what our band of merry men.
Oh, very cool. I've become a bigger fan of randos as time has gone on. I know Link to the Past was like the first big rando to gain traction, and I was like, ugh, this is kind of lame. Everyone is playing this now. But now that Earthbound randomizers come out, I've embraced it, and I just realized, you know what? Randos are pretty cool. I was right! Look at that. I knew a thing. Yeah, we're submitting Earthbound Ancient Cave with 2 others. Me, Classic James, and Temple are submitting it as a 3-way race.
Ready?
Mike.
What's the best dialogue? Was it something that Radovid says? My fallback to whenever I'm fighting something, big groups of enemies, I always fall back to Igni. I love myself Igni.
Long live Radovid!
Oh gosh. I can do this. I can do this. I can do it. Don't look at me. Yo, what's up, Q-Tip? I'm gonna aggro all these guys over here, aren't I? Yep, I just did. Did I? Oh, I didn't. Sick. Don't mind Geralt just going in fists a-blazing.
Fucking degenerate.
Nothing bad going on in here. Don't pay attention to anything. Junior is not a bad person. This is home invasion.
I must climb onto the roof.
Oh, okay. What's up, Christian? Is this a new name?
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
There's the balcony.
Cool.
Let's see what's inside.
On brand is good. Whoop. Whoop. Which way am I coming from? Whoop. Whoop. Oh, come on. Get away from the wall so I can do this. Thank you. Whoop. Whoop. Don't put your sword away. Stop doing that. Wasting everybody's time. Whoop. Yo, Q-Tip with that 7-month resub. Thanks, man. Poggers indeed. I'll have you know that I think that's the first time I've ever said poggers in real life. So, consider that an achievement. So these guards are still here. Do I actually have to fight them, or can I just leave? Do I have to fight you guys? Oh, come on. I end up having to fight him anyway. Is that everybody? Did I aggro those guys down there? Cool. Wait, no. Equal. Equal.
The ship was funded with donations from noblewomen. Ladies from the most prominent families gave up their jewelry.
A spur-of-the-moment patriotic impulse?
Swish likes to dwell on the fact that I accidentally let it slip because I was trying to call an enemy in Earthbound a twit. And I kind of dragged out into something not twit. And Swish likes to never let me live that down.
Is there a land where I might find
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
What should I whip up for?
Think I know how to
Oh, nice! You finished the Netflix series. Sick. I really enjoyed it. And I don't know if you could call how I watched it binging. I watched it in like a week, which is for me that's binging. I don't watch that much TV.
This where Madame Marina?
But yeah, I really liked it. Geralt doesn't talk enough about that silver. How you like that silver? And Geralt never said winds howling a single time. What's the point of even watching it? Winds howling. I might like it because I've never read the books, so I don't have the ability to really nitpick it. Crud. I've heard that it gives Yennefer way more screen time than she gets in the books. Yennefer's that pretty girl. I mean, because you have to give her the screen time. Otherwise, why are we even watching this? Am I right? Am I right? Ooh.
Ah, there you are.
I thought the laughter that you kind of hear in between these jumps.
Joplin!
You were
Hoo hoo hoo. Is there anything better than your second run of a speedrun? I say unto you, nay.
Come on, Roach.
It's technically my third. It'll be my second completed run. How about that? Records are pretty cool too. I like records. The excitement of records for me has kind of died down though because I don't really grind games anymore. Like the old days.
Shit, lost him. Gotta look for tracks.
Major breakthrough in load removal. Are his loads like super fast or something? Compared to everybody else? Desev.
What is it?
Gotta make sure not to jump down this thing. Carefully climb down. You jump down, you die.
And how can I be sure that you won't try anything? I'll go with you. Not like I really have a choice.
I'm just gonna pick up that. Just because I accidentally paid off the Vespula's guard people. And I'm not sure what my money situation's like, but I should be fine.
Any last words?
Punk. Take a hit. Come on. No, I want that. So here we learn what happened to Ciri, or at least according to Dandelion, when Dandelion last saw her. this is when we learn that Ciri somehow has the ability to, like, warp away at command. Even more powerful than what Yennefer can do. And Ciri is super powerful, just one swing and every single dude's dead.
Ah, what?
Nobody's gonna read that. Oh, interesting.
But why ever would he want?
I should have plenty of money. We'll find out. If I don't have plenty of money, I'll be real sad, but unless the paying him off costs like 500 gold, I should be fine.
Chop.
Oh yeah, I'm totally fine. Oh, he doesn't even have enough money to buy everything. We're fine. You know what? I'm even gonna repair everything because I can. You can mash spacebar to sell everything quickly. Really? What? Venom, you're just a source of wonderful information. Can you just hang out in my chat all the time and just tell me everything I don't know?
May I?
Yeah. That's pretty quick. Good grape shot. It's Persona 5. Swish is unhappy that I didn't spend 100 hours on a video game instead of 80. So here we're gonna buy 2 treasure maps. By buying them and reading them, it gives us a bunch of fast travel locations so we don't have to go around all over the world. So we buy the first one, the 5th one. And then you'll see a bunch of fast travel locations that we just learned start popping up. Gives us big access to all over the island. And now we can essentially go wherever we'll need to go in the game during the speedrun.
Can't I play today, Dad?
Our time amongst the living is but the wink.
Seriously, speedrunning this is really making me want to... I actually haven't even played the expansions yet, and I own them. Speedrunning this has really made me want to go back and, like, do a 100% run on this game on, like, the hardest difficulty. When I say run, I just mean casually. And just do everything all over again, and then hit up all the expansions. Drop another 150 hours into this game. Heart of Stone is one of the greatest games ever made. Death March can't be that bad, can it?
Bran was a great...
What have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Really? Ooh, that sounds fun. Wait, Swish, did you play it on that difficulty? But you never finished the game, did you? I remember you talking about, like, the Baron is as far as you got. I don't even think you made it to Skellige, did you? Calm down. Let's calm down. I love that dialogue.
Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why I need this mask.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't speedrun it. Was he just playing it casually, or was he trying to do the full run, but in the hardest difficulty? Gosh, see, that sounds terrible. Casually, it might be a totally different story.
This will be toughed up.
It might force you to kind of like spend time crafting potions and really preparing for every single fight.
In my life.
Which is something I never did in my playthrough. I don't think I touched potions at all. I just didn't care, because I didn't need to. So there's a whole aspect of the game I really never explored.
Monsters. Closer. They're everywhere.
That's one less. That's one less.
Oh, you bastard.
So this whole sequence is just Geralt got forced to breathe some crazy stuff, and now Geralt is around here fighting a bunch of stuffed animals. This is all fake. I guess it's real to Geralt or something. Come on, bear, come to life. Especially if you're like 100%ing the game, I don't think a harder difficulty is that big of a deal, because you'll gain so much experience and you'll have so much stuff and all the best gear and all that kind of thing. It won't be as bad.
We don't want to raise suspicion.
Which is how I would be playing it. I would be doing everything.
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory.
I might even have to contemplate speedrunning, or not speedrunning, streaming a hardest difficulty playthrough. Ow. Ow. What level am I? I'm not sure. Level 12.
Hear that?
Smelled it.
Pretty much the bare minimum.
Grate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
At that statue, only examine once the quest updates, otherwise you'll have to wait to place the mug. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
The damn druid will...
Choke and die. Doing the other option gives you like a little cutscene where you and Yennefer make out. I think.
Stay out of trouble.
I don't remember all the romance options to pick. I just know we pick the opposite of all of those because it's faster. See if we get to see a vertical roach again. As we're going up this mountain, if we're lucky, roach will turn vertical. I hope it happens. Come on, vertical roach. You can do it. Go vertical. 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 Ah, oh, you slowed down. Roach, you ruined it. I thought it was going to happen and then it didn't happen. Now I have nothing.
Medallion's humming. Let's go.
Woo!
Yes?
Can hear.
So we were doing what we were doing in that place where we had the Geralt went crazy and all that. We're getting the Mask of Ouroboros, which again, pretty much everything we do here at the beginning of the game is to figure out what on earth happened with Ciri. And again, that's what we're doing right now. Ooh, Yennefer killed the dude on her own.
This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Yennefer's the most useful NPC, probably.
Don't stray far.
I think she's the only NPC that really does anything, right? Do any of their NPCs that tag along really even fight with
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot.
Oh, that's right. Kira attacks the golem.
Don the mask. Watch out!
What was that?
A magic
It was a
explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
But Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
Lead the way. Because you have to.
This is creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had
Oh look,
slim
a nice little
chance of
clearing
surviving.
for us to fight an enemy.
Ciri can take care of this.
Way to help, Yen.
Well, ready?
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Magical residue leads to
Nowhere led.
Valen.
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come. Don the mask.
The natural way of speedrunners.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely.
A mage. Look for a body. If I look for a body, you mean walk over here.
Under that tree. Can you?
I can.
You can't even you can even barely see a body there. It's so vague.
Quite a few years now.
Onto the garden where there's supposed to be a lot to happen. 1124 is faster. Oh, look at that. That would be one less dialogue input.
Worried this trail might have gone cold.
Hey, look at me forgetting to jump off the horse.
Wait till he gets a closer look at me.
So,
I'm gonna quick save because I've missed this jump so often.
Planned to
So,
bleed yourself for the goddess.
quick save.
Not necessarily, but Craven did.
Yay!
We just might pick up the scent.
Oh my gosh, I almost died.
Let's do it before I leave. Can't say I like this place.
Fine.
Go, go, go.
I'll wait near the tree.
Whee.
Roots. So right under Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt! You scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Found him.
Man in the mask. He's from afar, isn't he?
Oh, yes. From very far away.
Where exactly?
A different world, in fact.
Nosy. Surprised? I'm sitting in this fish puddle my whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me?
Alright.
No,
In you
you
go
wouldn't
and
like
get
that. Trust me.
Let's go.
I know the vacuum cleaner man. What? What dost thou say?
Gotta go to your mom.
Sorry, buddy, don't have time. Oh, that dude just totally died. That sucks. Are you calling me yet? Thank you. Hey, thank you very much, Ellie. How you doing tonight? I like how you even know the fact that it's a run back. Were you here when my run died earlier?
Faster, they're catching up!
Did you see me get sad? why am I losing time here? Oh, I didn't lose time, it's just against gold.
While in Crookback by, Syria had happened on the cross.
Yeah, this run's going pretty well so far.
Sisters took her
Shave off 4 more minutes and I'm at sub 4 pace. And I still have, you know, like another hour and a half to go. I think my goal time of sub 3 or of 3:45 is very real with this run. I just need to shave off another 20 minutes, I think, ish.
That's it, Roach.
That's it. Get stuck on that fence.
Don't object to your white look.
Got eyes like
I love this dialogue right here. The soldier's like, "What's going on? What do you need?" He's like, "No time. Leave me alone."
any news?
Not gonna happen.
That lass of yours, pure in the flesh, to hunt down a wild.
And I don't understand, the notes that I'm referencing say something about quick saving before the griffin fight or before the wyvern or whatever. But I don't know where you quick save. You like quick save and reload if the wyvern takes off. But I don't know where you quick save. Oh, you don't save. So as soon as the wyvern takes off, you just reload the checkpoint? Nice. Okay, that's good to know. The notes say something about quick saving.
She's screaming.
Let's play some Gwent. There's like several times on all these dialogues, if you press the wrong button, it's like, oh, now we're playing Gwent. So he took off, so I just load the checkpoint.
While in Crookback by, Syria had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Syria escaped before they could.
I've only had him stay on the ground like once in all my practices and everything. It feels like it's much more common that he takes off. Oh, he took off anyway. Oh, he came back. Sick.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that. Like that.
Now to go get Uma, who we know is somehow connected to Ciri, but we don't know exactly how. It turns out Uma is actually Avalach.
I'm taking you.
Let's go, little guy. The ugliest man in the world is what he's titled. I'm sure there's people have looked into it plenty to see if there's some way of removing that RNG from it.
The ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist,
Okay, first thing we're gonna do is go right out and meet up with Eskel. Hop on Roach, who's doing who knows what.
Come on.
It's a nice little find at least, but it just means that if it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, I just lost 30 seconds to RNG. Or however long it takes to load. I guess if he stays on the ground, it's like, oh, I just gained 30 seconds to RNG. Maybe that's more apt. Since it's pretty rare.
Run, Roach.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal.
So Eskel's out here trying to bait out a wyvern. With that sheep. Goat, whatever it is. Get over here.
There it is.
Big bastard! We can handle this. Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
I refuse. So as soon as he takes off in that little sequence, he's flying off to his lair. If you get a good head start, you can actually see the wyvern disappear. I don't think I'm quite far enough ahead. I guess you could kind of see it disappear through the trees.
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that. Might have saved us some trouble. Let us kill it now.
And maybe gut itself, run a spit down its throat and out its ass. Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gotta make a stand.
Hello. That was easy.
All right.
He like didn't even attack, it just spammed strong attacks.
Hey.
That's your horse. Where's my horse? Where's Roach? What are you doing way down here? Come on, get out of my way. Vertical Roacher Riot. Only on super steep inclines if you're lucky. And it happens pretty often when you're riding up to Yennefer when she's at that camp. And this little method of getting out to the docks super fast to help out with Lambert is so awesome. I didn't know what I was doing one time, and in my practice I was like, I'll just follow him out. It takes like 15 minutes to follow him out there, because you have to fight some super overpowered enemies on the way out there. I love that this method of getting out there was found. A+. So Lambert's like, hey, we should go out and do this thing.
Oh,
and we're like, okay, let's go.
Can't get to the circle without
Lambert keeps talking to us as if we're right next to him.
So we approach
Just
from
in
the pond side, like when we did the trial.
in our inside voices.
Exactly. Remember the way?
Lambert's like 300 feet away from me, but still talking normally.
His medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't see.
God damn it! You piece of shit!
But to get out there, we just be a little rude to Yennefer, and she warps us out into the lake, way down from the castle.
Oh. She's really.
But this dock is where we're meeting up with Lambert. So it saves a ton of time. We don't have to trail Lambert all the way down here, and we're already here.
Damn it.
Woo! We dive into that 6 inches of water. Are you gonna get out? What's going on, your Geralt? You having problems? There we go. Then we have to fight the hag. The hag is kind of a nasty enemy. She's extremely powerful for this area. So we're going to throw up a Quen to keep ourselves a little safe.
The last thing we need.
She's wanting to go down a lot, isn't she? She's giving me a beating. Hey, what's up, Airframe? Been a long input break. Ugh. Ah, my neck is bothering me.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose.
You get that too? What are you referring to, Venom? Something I mentioned.
Fog's thick as
oh, the neck. Yeah, my neck is really tight right now.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Just wandering around before bed. I know that feeling. How's the kiddo, Airframe?
Fall off a bit.
You're, what, about a month in?
Don't teach your grandma to suck
Ish?
eggs. Right, almost there.
Hey, my last speed run I did was 6.5 hours, so this feels like nothing comparatively.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
Mine not stomping like that old spear tip.
Relax. I slipped.
That's good.
Oh!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
How's it been going for you? Is it tough?
Ha ha.
First couple months for me were pretty tough. But once about 2.5 months hit, the amount of enjoyment I was getting from the experience started going up a lot.
Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
During that first month, or first couple months for me, it was like 90%, this is the worst, 10%, okay, this is okay. Now it's more like 70%, this is pretty fun, 30%, oh my gosh, just eat your freaking bottle.
Seeing shit and run as soon as he saw us?
Never known a troll to do that.
Pardon me. Ah. Gosh, I thought it was pinned in there or something.
I think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
All right.
Do. Looks like we're gonna save some time on this split. We're just about done with this section. It's like, go up, talk to Yennefer, come back down, find some stuff, go back up. Done. You dread putting her in a daycare? Yeah, that's rough. My wife is a stay-at-home right now, so she stays home with them. It's kind of nice having her around, or with them. Where am I in the notes? Right there. We are talking about kids. I have a 3-month-old. Airframe has a 1-month-old. Me and Airframe know each other pretty well from the Earthbound speedrunning community. Earthbound is like my starting point for speedrunning. I started speedrunning Earthbound back in early 2013, I think. Whoops.
So,
there you are.
So yeah, a lot of the people that come in my chat are still like those people that I met way back in the early days speedrunning Earthbound many, many years ago. And I'm still one of like the mods in the Earthbound community. It's where my presence is most active. I love little Uma. He's so cute.
Performed a series of complex calculations.
Yes? What?
Wait, why am I talking to you? Go away. I clicked Yennefer. Why am I on the table? What is happening right now? We are pretty much hated by the Witcher 3 community. Wait, why? Because you play the game?
It does.
People like any reason to hate on anybody. You played the wrong way and skipped the beautiful game. Oh, but alas, all you have to do is compare hours played in Steam, and you're like, oh, I guess that's okay. Once my Witcher 3 hours starts approaching Rocket League, then I'll know I've arrived. I think Rocket League is my most played game on Steam right now.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalok, for this was his name, was the elven...
I would say to route a speedrun, that's definitely true. For a scrub like me, you just... For some games where like you just kind of latch on to all the work that other people did. Ooh, look, we're sitting way up there. Nice.
Maybe we needed a spray.
I'm coming over here. But yeah, for routing games, definitely. For someone like me, my Witcher 3 time, I'm gonna be honest, in Steam is only like 140 hours. That's including all my casual time from several years ago. It was at like 90 when I started playing this, or speedrunning it. So like 50 hours of running and practice and stuff is what I'm at. You get a lot of hate comments on YouTube? Sick! I like never get hate comments on any of my speedrun YouTube videos. I'm excited to see how they are. I'll be uploading my 429 to YouTube eventually. I'll just reply to all of them with a K. That's the ultimate, like, I really don't care what you have to say comment. Just K. I love responding to people that I really don't care about with that.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself.
Yeah, I saw you guys
not man,
talking about that a little
elf,
bit.
And an elven sage at that. Avalok.
Still gotta mark this because I still get lost when I'm turning around through these islands. I remember the first time we were on, Earthbound was on the hot fix last weekend, but that was our second chance. Our first chance, I forget what we were put up against. We got destroyed. It was like 75-25 against Earthbound. first place we want to go is down here. And hopefully that big baddie is not where we need to be. Oh yeah, that's what it was, the 1,000-year door. People love their Paper Mario. Okay, leave me alone. I just want to go check the dead dwarf. Are you walking away? Oh, sick. Does he go? Is he on like a global timer on where he goes?
Tried to flee the fiend. Stubby legs. Too slow.
Did I check him? Okay, there we go.
Wonder how he wound up here.
It's RNG, okay. Because a few times I've come in here and he's like right on top of the body. And if he's anywhere in the vicinity, he's going to aggro and he will not let go once he's aggroed. And good luck killing him, because he is brutal. Leave me alone.
Firefly stopped at the hut. I'll look inside. Locked.
I think I selected the same option like 5 times. It's okay. I'm here, and that's all that matters. You guys have Andy Perfect on your side. Or something. Next time they're being jerks, just be like, Andy says you guys are being jerks. They'll be like, ah, crap. If Andy says it, then... Ow.
Good.
No, I won't kill you. Oh, see that arm go flying? That was sick.
Come on!
You hate this part? How come? Oh, it's kind of like meaningless and it doesn't really fit into the storyline. It's just like, oh, Ciri ended up on this island and these dwarves are kind of just a thing they stuck in to do something.
Hey, wake up. That stench.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's right on top of me. Oh, he's behind me. Oh, there's 2. I forgot there's 2. Ah! Time to pop a water. Start healing a little bit. HP's a little low. Hey, thanks for hosing, fun.
If you're a wee bit drowsy, well...
Sounds good, Airframe. I'll respond to that those messages about the RMTP stuff. Maybe not tonight, probably tomorrow. Good luck with the new world record. Yeah.
Nothing.
Maybe if I finish in 20 minutes.
Characteristic of
It's a possibility.
islands.
Spoiler. I will not be finishing in 20 minutes.
Thing I'm sure of.
Show me what you got.
Why does this one feel like it's going down way faster than the other one? The other one's like right on top of me. Where'd it go? Skipping Zoltan can save me. Oh, never again. I don't even want to hear the name Zoltan ever again. Come on, little buddy. Yeah, if I can somehow just skip talking to Zoltan, that takes about 20 seconds, and instead fight 30 guards in that same 20 seconds, then we're all G. Save a little bit of time.
If you're a wee bit drowsy,
wake up, wake up, wake up,
yeah,
wake up,
I'm
wake up.
awake. Wide awake.
Come on, keep moving.
Come on. Come on.
So, what is it
Come
brought
on.
you to this strange place?
Looking for someone.
Here?
Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really.
Gosh, pop!
Do 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 do. Is this better or worse than my previous run earlier today? Regardless, I guess in my mind it's better because I know that I won't make that stupid mistake of forgetting to talk to Zoltan. It's a minute slower? Really? It's gonna be infinitely faster though, because he's actually gonna finish.
No way we'll let him take her.
Esco.
Greetings, Wolf.
I'm gonna attribute it all to my stupid Golem death earlier in the run. I was supposed to put that over the mold potion, but whatever. I'll never use the Tawny Owl anyway. I always equip the Tawny Owl and then I never use it.
Next time you get the feeling I'm about to piss off Marigold, make sure and knock me upside the head.
I hate portals.
You see that throw though? Boink.
One less to worry about.
Boink.
Problem solved.
Wee. Wee.
Hold on, Trish! Siri! Get back to the key! No! Geralt gave us
Siri is so powerful. I love it.
And if the spell's weak, listen to the fortress. Don't stop! Marigold will shield us!
Every time it puts me in a combat and I can never make this jump. So silly. It was like every time it allowed me to make that jump in my early practice runs, and now it never lets me go up. It must be something I'm doing wonky now.
Close the damn gate!
I wonder if it's faster just to kill those things down there, so you can just take the faster way up. They killed Lambert! See you, Lambert.
They killed him! They're sons of bitches! They killed Lambert! We gotta pull back! Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard!
Try U-turn instead of 90 degrees. That might be it. Something like that.
Should have stayed in the keep. Such a...
We have to open the gate for them.
Gotta close the portal. If we don't, we die.
Damn the dog. I should have patched it down the wall.
I don't have stamina. I don't have stamina. Go back in.
I can't hold them any longer. They're swarming the yard by the main gate.
On my way.
This sequence is pretty solid.
Waffe.
Jirel can harness immense amounts of power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen,
Okay.
the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began...
We're officially, I think we're like 10
She
seconds
woke
away from
Geralt
being
one
sub
night
4.
and urged him to
We
travel
still got a lot of
to
time
the
left, so still a
to
lot
the
of time to
top Bald
save.
Mountain, where
Just
she knew she'd find
gotta talk to
Ymir. She
Zoltan.
had decided
Easy.
he had to die.
The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why. Abelard claims vanity is Ymir's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly...
My Imerlith fight last time was real nice. Earlier today. I wouldn't mind trying to repeat that. I just don't want to go through that again. Going through there and realizing all the guards weren't drunk. What? Pardon me. Just swimming through, don't mind me. Don't mean to cause any problems. Please ignore me. Just jamming my head into the wall. It's okay. What's up, Dromans? How are you doing? Casually gonna skip this enemy in this little area. Geralt's like, sword out? Nope, sword back in.
I was beginning to worry.
They're back.
This, I think, of all the bosses in this game, the next one we're fighting is my least favorite.
You're a witcher. Our died in your waters.
I have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zubo.
Do dialogue-heavy cutscenes really make a game great for you guys, or could you do without them? As long as there's a way to skip them, that's nice. It doesn't bother me either way.
Hey?
To pick a speedrun, I care more about the quality of the game than quality of life aspects about it. Oh my goodness. I'm letting Siri finish this. Thank you. Oh gosh. Siri took a hard fall. She like nailed a part of the wall and like fell face first. Yeah, that boss is brutal. 2 hits without Quen up and you're dead. Oh, you even had Undying already? Dang.
It's at the summit. Gotta be.
So I don't have Undying yet.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
So gotta make sure I go into this fight with full stamina. I forgot to do that last time. Recycle. That's okay. I think he might do more damage if you hit him from behind, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm a little ahead now of the earlier run. With difficulties, this is the easiest difficulty.
Supposed to drive a godling from here. Supposed to. Decided it was harmless.
Well, you wanted rings.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Thank you.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Dido-Wet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
Interesting. So that's how you... I think that's the way you beat Immerlith. Is that boss's name, Immerlith? That's how you beat him in one cycle. Get him down to, I think, to where I had him, and then 2 Wrens from behind, and he's dead. Maybe?
Ah, the portal.
Looks more like a ruin.
Appearances.
Because I think I got him down as low as you can during that phase 1 sequence.
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
They sensed our presence even though we're literally not moving. I don't know why they waited until we weren't moving to sense our presence.
They just keep coming.
3, 2, 1.
What a relief. Have a look.
Okay, I died last time in here. Let's not die this time. I died because I fell from a ledge that was like 3 feet further than I intended to. Oh gosh, no, that way. Go that way. Go that way. Geralt, no! Oh. I like the subtitles for Geralt's coughing. It's like, ack, ack, ack. Ack, ka, ka. that was kind of sick to roll up that ledge like that. Oh, the scarabs like in a... I could see that. Time for the water world. Whee! Time and space split is after Siri conversation post-warping. Okay, I hate this place with a big passion. I do not enjoy any part of this.
And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the
This part's so
passage.
stressful for me.
Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
I don't know, it's just a constant battle of watching your HP tick down. It's so stressful. We should be okay. Had to use a superior swallow and 3 food items, but food items are pretty negligible at this point.
Next passage. When will it open?
Shortly.
I guess it really just depends on my mood at the given time, how bad it is.
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Because I feel like I'm on a pretty strong run. I feel like I can get a 345 right here in this run. And I really want it.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated.
Ooh, we just saved a ton of time on this split. Like, we're now negative 36 or something like that. Negative 35. Nice. If this loading screen will ever end. Don't forget to do the Zoltan part. Don't forget to do it. Nope.
I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress.
Huh?
If Dextra's men take the Dimeridium off,
Ooh.
we'll kill them before they can say, oh shit.
Watch out!
Guess they underestimated Philippa. Damn,
Pardon me.
cast a spell on them.
Oh, that was
I
sick.
am your master now.
Both of those guys dead in one swing. I like that.
I want to help you.
Help me die. Don't hold your breath.
They really did.
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks.
Okay, Carol, face the right way. Oh, you're not dead? I could have sworn he was dead. HP bar was gone.
What's happened? Stay quiet.
This isn't right. Ooh, ah, ooh.
At the fatal but feast of
I'm not sure how long I have to wait until Ciri's here, but she should be now.
Serious murders happening in some house.
It's probably like 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. or something.
Baptism of fire.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
I didn't know.
You say?
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
See if I can get to Lecter Square quickly this time.
Her name's Bea.
It's over here, right? Nope.
He has guests.
I can TP there? How do I TP there?
Long live Radovid!
Why'd I put maybe? What the? What are you doing, Geralt?
At last! You're here.
Gave you a chance.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
Let's see if Siri teleports to the four corners like always, and I have to backtrack to talk to her.
So, your friend, B. Nothing. Seems nice. What'd I say?
Is she here?
See you in far corners.
Yep. She's gonna be over here. I don't know why this happens. I don't know if it always happens or if it's just I'm mistaken or something.
Where's this friend of yours?
Perhaps you'd like to buy this motley doublet. I'll meet you.
Why was that so much faster than before? It's crazy. I don't know what I was doing. Whatever was in the guide, I don't know all the intricacies. I'm sure there's definitely faster stuff that I don't know. Hey, who's spitting at me? In my notes, I bolded the part where it says run to the Rosemary on time and talk to Zoltan. It's big and bold now. I will not be skipping it.
It's a material world.
You mean me to grab another
See if I can actually catch this runner in a reasonable time this time.
You two are in, you've got to fluff each other first.
These humans for a while. You can't spread disease.
Come back here. Come back here.
Damn it.
Ah.
Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk.
Hey, what's up, Puzzle? How you doing? Get him, get him, get him. Get him before he goes up the next wall. Please. Thank you. Guess what I'm doing now? Going to the Rosemary in time. I'm going there. I'm not going there. Because not going there is bad.
One drink all I had.
Not going there kills your run. If you're me.
I was made for loving.
Zoltan.
Bonk. Stop spitting at me. Geralt. Let's go.
Sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins? Haven't planted sentries there?
We'll deal with the witches.
Honoring the fatherland.
I really took a weird way of getting here, didn't I? But you know what? It's okay.
Wet clothes. Oh, joy.
Whee!
Show me what you got. Mechanism's broken. Missing a piece.
Missing a
Replace it
piece.
with something else, maybe.
Oh, I like it when the drowner over here, like, doesn't move. The one on the far left side. Makes it very convenient. Easy peasy.
This will come in handy.
He popped in and you asked him a question. He was like, nah, I'm not answering that. I'm out of here.
That ought to do it. The wall looks brittle. Breaks in here.
Wait, why are you doing all strong attacks? Okay, this is another one of my fights that I really don't like, is it can get out of control real fast. So I know, like, the fastest way to do everything is just run spam, but I'm not risking it. Oh my gosh, the guards are drunk in this room this time. Oh, yes!
What's this?
Hello. 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 Stop dodging.
What is this?
You died here today too. I know that feeling.
You roast honor.
Who needs rend? Everyone drunk?
Guards are drunk.
Oh my gosh, they're all drunk!
They're louder than sober men if they notice me.
Sick. Hello. 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 I think you messed up. Seriously. This seems way more difficult for some reason. This doesn't seem right at all. Zoltan OP. Blizzard, please nerf.
There you are. Here we are.
Got a snake's tongue.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own. The Elven Sage decided to erode the King of the Hunt's support in his own realm.
What's the hurry? My pretty.
All right, Mike Black. Hope you have a good evening. Good seeing you again, buddy.
Why are you looking at me cross-eyed, grey boy?
Get him. Help protect.
Familiars.
Order.
Thanks for real talk about the infants. Anytime. We only have 3 splits left. Dang.
As soon as they see the Imperial sun. More. Look at swords and you're back.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. My Undying just saved me. Okay, let's how about we take on you one at a time. There's always some random part that just catches you by surprise that never has given you problems. Oh my gosh. I would do Ren spam, but I don't want to take an extra hit. I guess I can do it now since it's just him. And he's just a lowly archer. Gosh, that was terrifying. I'd use another swallow. Yes, my favorite part of the run is coming up.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks. Who's this?
Denied coin from the Griffin.
Monster, but look to them.
Really? Interesting. You have 1 extra level at this point and the enemies aren't crazy difficult. Huh. Don't mind me just getting stuck in the trees. Interesting. Yeah, because I didn't like that. I don't remember that little sequence ever being that difficult. I must have always had an extra level or something.
Entrance is very well protected.
So,
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
We've woken the sentry.
I'll take care of
So why can't all fights be like that? I like that one. Let me in, let me in. That's one of the important conversations if you want the good ending with Siri. You have to say to let her go crazy, and she like throws the papers and kind of wrecks the lab a little bit, and she feels better. And it's good for your relationship. Oh, this is my favorite part of the entire run. Here we go. I love this part. Here we go.
Drink last night too.
Whee! I like doing that. Did I just drop 1,000 feet off a bridge? I think it was more like 2,000. These are old strats. If the new strats remove jumping off the bridge, then I don't want to do them. Oh gosh, see, then I might honestly, like, until I'm like top tier times, I will just continue to jump off. Even if I'm like right next to the boat, like just a second, gotta fast travel up there and jump off real quick. BRB. Geralt, get off the boat.
Just wonderful.
I say, look at this.
Let's go.
Wait, what are you still guys still doing alive?
Drowners will protect you.
We came here for a reason.
I never make this jump. Now it's easy.
Ready.
Let's go.
That was not the right way.
Couldn't help notice the tension between you and Yennefer and Triss. It's very hard on Ciri,
Ow. Get rendered. Stop hitting me. Pardon me.
Don't you think it's time you stopped interfering in Ciri's life?
Oh, this isn't where I go.
No.
But you do know we're not a pack of wolves you can just drive away from her with your sword.
I get so lost in these caves.
And yes, I can, if the need arises.
Pardon me. Just coming through. Don't mind me. I wasn't even here. Excuse me. Very dramatic music still. And then I always get lost leaving this place too. Let's see if I can actually do it. This place all looks the same. Oops. And then straight. Oh, there we go. I got it. Now for the end. This is kind of like the beginning of the end right here.
It's clearing up.
Is it? Oh, is it dark enough? Oh, it's meditate until 9 p.m. if needed. Look at that. It's already 10:58 p.m. We're all G. Don't mind me, just sailing through. I'm not a baddie. I promise.
Sink the boat!
Don't even worry about me. I'm just passing through. I'm not a bad guy. Just don't mind me. Okay, I'll leave. Let's get out of here. Whee!
Hold! It's the Witcher! Emperor's order!
Oh gosh, dang it. You saw nothing.
Geralt?
I don't want to talk to you. Go away. I'm here for Avalok.
Yes, Geralt?
The final battle has begun. Pardon me, coming through. Excuse me. Don't even worry about me, just passing through. I wish I could do this whole fight as Ciri, by the way.
Cyril, I
Like that silver.
Is he stuck? What the? Is that a thing? I've never had that happen. I've never got him get stuck before. What happened? What? Is that like a thing you're supposed to do? Because I've never seen him get stuck before. It's always just kind of an obnoxious fight. Did I do a good thing? I hope I did a good thing. Or is it just like random?
Fucking hell! Now's our chance!
Have you seen Ciri? Ciri!
I'm gonna claim that I was the first person to ever find that, because there's no way that anyone else has ever done that. You beat him fast with Ciri, it happens. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I'm a big fan of that. This is us fighting, Aridon. Look at us fighting. Isn't this fun? Okay. Teleport me. Okay, I'm coming. Where are you going? Where are you going? This is a tough fight. It's difficult, I promise. Okay. Let's move along. Oh, you're way over there. Ugh. Rude.
We need to focus on Siri. What do you think Avlok wants from her?
Same as Aradin, I imagine. He will use it to open a gate between the worlds.
Shit. An earthquake?
We must hurry. Damn it! That ship's about to disintegrate.
I don't know how on the other side. Go!
Ooh, I took a Quen hit. That was sick. Yes, here, or yes, Jennifer. I went the wrong way. This way. Okay, okay.
Troubles are getting worse.
No. Gandalf, we must turn back. No. I guess Quen isn't very effective when you cast it as you're running, huh? I'm playing it safe. Am I in battle? Nope, or I am. Am I close enough? Don't I have potions? Why aren't they equipped? It's so rude right there. Siri is just like pleading for help. And you're just like, good luck. Peace out. It's such a sad ending. It's a fastest ending, so in a way it's a good ending. But it's sad at the same time. It's like we killed the animals. Poor Siri. I mean, it was a 345, but only slightly. It's gonna be like a 347 or something. 346, somewhere around there.
An illusion. A werewolf.
Okay, I always forget. We want to go around the werewolf. So let's go north first. Because we don't want to talk to the werewolf. We have nothing for him. Whee! Okay, stop. Seriously. My thoughts exactly. And I'm really bad at this little fight sequence to take down the last crone. I'm really bad at it.
changed. You suffer. You seek death, I feel it. I know the smell of suicide. Humans do not lie. That little whore. Cursed blood. She slew my sisters. I'm alone. 'Tis your doing. Despair. You wish to die, Witcher. You wish your suffering to end.
Okay, it wasn't too bad. Oh, I missed the final battle split. I'll fix that.